GameMasters Guild haunt, take one. Alright, so this is the door they enter in, which is our regular door. So they'll come in through here to begin the haunt. And what I have here is this shelf with the Warhammer stuff will be turned around. So that way they can't mess with anything on the shelf, and they can't catch with themselves on anything. And so that'll be a wall right here. Of course, this back here, there won't be anything there. Although, you know, maybe it's a storage area for folded up tables. I don't know. I'll probably just use next door for that. So here I have a shelf, which we'll probably cover. And this table will be brought close to the shelf. And I'll have to do something about this corner, probably pull the shelf forward so they don't catch themselves on this corner. So the shelf will come forward, make it kind of flush, and the table can go back a little bit. So they'll walk through. Plenty of opportunity for a low scare here, a high scare here, or a scare in the back. This is sturdy enough for someone to be on. Definitely sturdy enough for somebody to be on. Then as we're coming forward, of course, you can see into the cage, which I may or may not put a curtain behind it. I may put a curtain on the back, on the inside of this side. In fact, that's not a bad idea. Put a curtain on the inside of this side so they can't see in right away, because I kind of want them to wait to see that. If people peek in, they peek in, but hopefully they'll be distracted by what's happening here. And then coming up here, another table, good place to hide below, hide on top. My first set of walls is right here. A full-length 2x4 that indicates 2 walls, so I have an 8-foot run right here. And they'll come around here, come around here. There's 8 feet of wall. And then here we have 8 feet of wall, followed by 4 feet of wall, followed by 8 feet of wall. And as we come into this area, we have 8 feet of wall right there. Something spooky right here, but also too, we get quick, immediate access to the store. So that way, if we need to bring people through and get them through that way, we can. And then, of course, I'll just have a small curtain tacked up right here in this corner. And so that way, between this wall and the TV area, it'll be blocked off. And then people will continue to walk this way, down this way. Remember, there's an 8-foot wall here. There's an 8-foot wall over here. And then here, we've got 8 feet of wall, which going over here, 8 feet of wall followed by a 4-foot section of wall. And there's our 8-foot coming off the TV area. So people will come around this way and then proceed down this way, because after this 4-foot of wall, there's an 8-foot run of wall over on this other side, right there. And you come to this area, which I could just have something creepy on the TV, remove the couch, have something right here. I could leave the couch, or I could have a setup here. I will probably keep these haunted pumpkins right here. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll have them floating. A lot of this extra stuff I might have to take down, like some of the pictures, which is easy to take down, this bulletin board, which is easy to do. This closet, I probably won't have anybody in there because of the way the door opens. So again, here's that 8-foot run of wall, 8-foot run, 4-foot run, and that 4-foot run meets with an 8-foot run. Here's another 4-foot wall right here, then an 8-foot wall, and then a 4-foot T area for support. This area right in here, this actually ends up being my scare zone, and I'll show you that in a second. So we're going to come around here. This door will be good for people to pop out of. Let me back up a little bit. So even though I'm not using these doors, this door right here will be excellent as they come around. First of all, it's great, makes a nice creaky sound, have weird lights, have no lights. Actor could be in complete control. A wall, another exit, which is perfect. I won't be using this door. I do kind of want to keep this as an exit. I thought about making it a creepy aisle, but I should really make it to where I could have someone, like, people be ushered out if need be. There's my stabilizer, my 4-foot stabilizer. This door will be open, creepy room. And then This scare area here, what I'm going to do is this is designed to have 1 or 2 actors. And someone can come out from here to scare. They can come out from this section to scare if they want to. Or I'll have these walls can be drop panels. These walls could have drop panels if I want. Here I could have a drop panel if I wanted to, or a monitor, or whatever I wanted in here. I could have something. I could have a curtain area where someone could jump out. Again, drop panel. I could have like a drop panel, one in each 4-foot section. Here I could have a drop panel, or I could even have, well, no, I got a door scare there, so I don't know, but I could have anything right there. Maybe a pennyworth, or maybe an effect. That's another thing too. I got effects. A lot of push button effects that I could have right here. Keep forgetting about that. I got the lady where her head pops up, so I could put her right in this corner right here and have the try me button on the inside. An actor just gets to hit it. So when they're expecting the panels to fall, then they hit that button. Ah! She scares the shit out of them. So then the people keep coming this way, and I could have scary scenes in each of these rooms right here as they're walking down. And then as you come down, this is a whole, again, scary room. So the scary room will have a curtain to kind of block it off. And then it'll continue to go down. And then here we have another 1, 2, 3 feet of wall. So I got 12 feet of wall. And the people will turn right here by this door, and they'll come down and they'll walk to this area. Chair will be out of the way. So they're walking down this back area, coming down. They come down this way where the tables are, come out here. Then they get to see the creepy scene here. And then of course I've got the illumination in the back. And you know, maybe I'll have some creepy stuff going on. I don't know. Just people looking creepy is creepy enough sometimes. They'll come through here. I got my skeletons, of course. I can redo a lot of this stuff. Another door that's open. This is a little more open as they get to the end because they've reached to the end. And they'll go out the big double doors, which I'll have propped up. And I'll have like a little faux archway where they can exit the haunt. And that's the GameMasters Guild haunt layout. The rest I just have to populate. A lot of small effects, a lot of light effects, a lot of little, a lot of battery-powered stuff that I can just use. My scare room is designed so that way I can run cables wherever I need to activate my scary props and sound effects. I want to try and put stuff in corners or up high. I'd like to get a high scare if I could. That would be kind of cool. So I'm trying to figure some of that stuff out. I could easily have spiders drop down because of the height of the ceiling. I could do all sorts of stuff quite readily. So I'm very excited about that. So that's what I got for right now. And I think it's going to work. And I need to count the walls because I technically have 12 walls built. So let's count how many walls I've got. I don't think I'll need many more. I'll just have to get ready to bolt them together, which isn't too bad. Okay, so right here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh crap, let me try again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I need 19 walls. I currently have 1, 2, and I'm not too worried about the backside of panels because I can decorate them weird and crazy, and it'll just look strange. Ideally, it'd be a cool wall on both sides. So like 2 over there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what did I say, 19, is that right? So I need 7 more walls, which is relatively easy to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 walls. I need 7 more walls, which honestly I don't think it's going to be that difficult. These doors I can prop open or potentially take off the hinges and put curtains, because I like to see the screen stuff. The screen stuff's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm very kind of excited about this because, I mean, you're not very far in the haunt before you're at an exit. I mean, when you come in, that entrance is an exit. There's an exit here if we need to. We can open both doors. And then this door is an exit because it goes out in the main store where it's not a haunt. And then this door is an exit. And then, of course, we're going to have the big door as an exit. So that's going to be perfect. And now it's really starting to come together, all the work I've been doing. Oh, so supports. Second thing, how's this going to, is it going to freestand? No, absolutely not. So what I'm going to do is, of course, let me turn the camera around. Right here, this 8-foot runner wall will be, these 2 4-foot sections will be hooked to each other, and they'll be hooked to, of course, this wall right here. Also, I'll have a cross beam over the top. These 2 sections will be hooked together at the corners, plus I'll have a cross beam, like if this was the top of it, I have a cross beam connecting the 2, make a stable, nice stable triangle. Going down here, this 4-foot section will be bolted into both of these, plus I'll have a cross beam from over here to this one to help hold it steady. So it's triangular support. And then, of course, this goes over right here, and this is going to go over to my hidden room, which you can see the corner right there. So I have a cross beam right through here up top to hold it together. Here I've got what appears to be a freestanding wall. I probably won't be hooking it over here in any meaningful way, but I will still be able to take and put a cross beam from here over to there, over to that side, and a cross beam from here over to there, which is another 8-foot 2x4s, and that will help hold this wall in place so it's not going anywhere. So yep, I literally put a board running from here to here and from here to there, so then it's secured in a nice fashion. Over here, my scare room, corner brace, corner brace, corner brace. This will be just secured at the corner. I may have a corner brace, a small corner brace here, and if I'm concerned, I could put one over the top of this, but I don't think I will. I may have to anyways, because I'll probably put a brace up top anyways, so I can hang some kind of fabric or something right there for people to get in and out of, or to go in and out. So, oh, and this wall right here, obviously, because I don't think I'm going to be hooking it to this wall right here in any meaningful fashion. I might be able to, but at the very least, what I can do is I can connect it with a couple overhead supports, one coming from the cage this way and another coming from the cage right here. So I could have a support here, I could have a support running, right through here, I could have another support running right through here, kind of an angle, and I could always make something right here, maybe on this side. But this wall is not going to go anywhere either. And also, too, I connect this wall to this wall as well. So I can have a couple supports, 2 supports running from here to that one, from here to the cage. I could have another support beam from here to the cage, and another support beam from here over to this wall, so it's nice and sturdy. Plus, that allows me to hang stuff from the top of it. I don't mean this to be a massive haunt. I intend to be kind of more quiet, no real air props or anything like that. Soft music, so that way you're not, I know part of a haunted house is noisy and disoriented, but to me that tends to take away the feeling And that means they're all kind of the same in a certain aspect. I don't believe, of course, that this is anything special that I'm doing here, but it could be something good later on. But I like it. I like the idea. I'm going to have these lanterns hanging up on. It's just going to be cool. And in a moment's notice, as you can see, I've already got the lighting for it. So at the main entrance, or actually this area right here, or this area right here, I've got lights. Now this I kind of have to be careful because I got lights right here. I don't want people to accidentally turn the lights on in the space. So that's something I got to be careful of. So I got to be careful of that. I don't think that's going to be a problem though, because I can block it with something. But that's pretty much what I got. What I'm going to call it, I don't know. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know. I have lots of ideas because right now this is just a basic haunt. But I do have things such as blind terror, twin terror, the astral plane, claustrophobia, a couple other things I got working in my head. So, but I think that's it right now. So I'm going to upload this video so I've got it whenever. Just a few more walls. I'm actually 3/4 of the way through it. And the big test will be to see how long it takes to set up and tear down, which to me isn't a real problem. I think tearing down will be relatively easy. Plus I'm going to bolt everything. So we'll see if I got enough bolts. So I would rather bolt stuff than screw stuff when possible. Screw the frames together with heavy-duty deck screws, construction screws, or you got to use the star bit to assemble it. But in these, I'll have brackets. I've got brackets that can corner these off, but I've got the metal brackets, angle brackets. But to me, it's not the same as having good old-fashioned cross braces like on here. You see I got the cross braces right there, and these have stood up pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with it. So having larger overhead beams, not a problem. Plus in the dark, no one's going to notice, because when it's dark, you probably saw how little light is actually in here. So that's my tool chest over there. TV's going. Exit sign. There's actually a lot of light in here once it gets going. So I don't think I'll need a whole lot of light, really. But I'm very, very excited about this. So, let me show one of these pumpkins off. I mean, I know what they look like, and I'll probably be the only one actually looking at this video, but yeah, it looks way better in person. Let me see if I can back up a little bit. See, my camera does not do that thing justice. But, oh, hang on. No wonder, because that thing's, yep. See, these pumpkins are okay, but they don't have really good, because the timer's supposed to run on these things. And they've got like a little flicker light in there, which is really cool. Yeah, they're way better in person. They look tacky on the camera, but these things look pretty good. But yeah, so that's my haunted house. I'm very excited. Hope it works.